Navee, impressive. 349 miles I did in 20 days since I got the scooter, right? And I put it to the test. I had scooters that couldn't do 97 degrees heat like Sakura, they blew up on you. I have so many, but Segway that stops in right around like 100 degrees worth of heat, and the stuff pops and the fuse pop inside, and you need to buy like a $800 battery. But I gotta tell you, this scooter, man, I don't even call it a scooter at this point. I mean, look at the tires. They're still ready to go. They're still, look at that. Look at that. It even has a line of the inside still. I only had to pump up the tires one time after I pumped it up the first time. And it only lost like 0.5 of a pound, which is pretty damn good. These shocks are amazing. I kept the dirt on there. I didn't clean it up to show you that it's good. You know, it doesn't make a bad sound like some of the others I've seen. I've jumped through many different loops in a pipe with this thing, and I still unable to make this even wiggle, or even the handlebars even come out of place. I mean, the stem is so strong. The forks, I can't break them. I tried. I literally tried to put this thing through the heat. I jumped off of it right around, I want to say 15 miles an hour and ran with it on that side just to test it out, the handlebars. And this thing it hit the floor, it smacked the floor, and it slid. But that's okay. I wanted to test it out because I realized you can change it out with this screw over here. But Navee GT3, man, baseline. The motor in 100 degrees heat, it gets wicked hot. The computer system won't shut the scooter off on you. It's the first scooter of its kind that won't shut it off on you. It'll get you back home for sure, no problem. What else can I say? Yeah, look at the back tires. I mean the back tires obviously took in a little bit more wear and tear, but it's still ready to go for 800 more miles. Like I said, I'm at 349, and by the time I get back home, it's going to be 360. So, I mean, look at the shock, right? Look at it. No scratches. Very light. Very light. That's because I didn't do any maintenance to it. Actually, I don't even see any scratches at all. As you can see, it's still brand new. I don't wash it, right? The top does wear and tear, but even after that, look at that. You can still see the name bright. And I'm talking about the paint on the top too. All right. What else did I damage? Oh yeah. So then I was riding, and I'm happy this happened. I hit the handlebar extremely hard over here. Extremely hard. I think it smacked and slid 9 feet away from me. I was riding right around 17 miles an hour, 18, and it was in the wet, and I know what was gonna happen, but I really wanted to test out the tires. Yeah, definitely don't ride in wet leaves, but if you do, make sure you can hop off and run or roll. That's all I could say. But you know, it's easy to fix this. Like I said, you just buy it. It's cheap. All these parts are cheap. For instance, if you ever blow up your battery in a GT3, it's only 97 bucks. The reason why that is, it's not a cheap battery. It's because people have invested in this company, billionaires invested in this company, and now everything's cheaper. Instead of it being 600 bucks a battery or 300 for a battery, like some of the Sakuras are for 48 volts at whatever amperage you want, 19, whatever. You know, they're very expensive for these batteries, but they made this very economical and cheap, the economy of it. But I'm gonna do a video. I'm happy that this happened. I'm so happy that way I could do a video for you guys and show you what's inside the handlebar. I was waiting to break something, I tried, guys. I tried. I mean, I dropped the scooter. Look at that. It's still perfect. It's tight. There's nothing. It's just as was stock. It wiggles the same amount as stock, and I don't know what to say. Everything works good, right? Check this out. So if you, I have it in drive mode. That's 12 miles an hour, right? D mode. If you put it into not sport mode, that'll give you 20. This is walk mode. You can walk with it. And one thing I like about Navee, people are saying that you have when you put it on drive mode, you know, in the app, it has 3 different options, and you could either switch them, but you can't turn them off when it comes to regenerating. And one thing I like about the regenerating brakes, when you put it on high, when you put the brakes on high, regenerating for the motor to regenerate, right? It obviously the scooter stops. So I use it as when I'm around the racetracks, I don't have to press this, right? What happens is that it's going to use the back brake to slow you down around the corners fast, really fast, and that's pretty cool. So I said, you know what? Let me set it on the lowest level and just take a drive. And I realized that it does slow down a very little bit. It breaks you so that you don't have to press the brake. But I'm riding today on this this bridge here, and as you can see, it's if you can tell from that angle, from the angle of the floor to the top, it's somewhere right around 10 to 12 degrees or something like that, right? Could be 9. It could even be 9, but whatever it is, it gets me up to 22 miles an hour, 23 miles an hour going down. And I gotta say, when you put it in, back to the story, when you put it in, I have to cut my nails today. When you put it in walk mode, what happens is it uses your weight. The centrifugal force uses, it builds up because it uses your body weight while it goes down the hill. And instead of it slowing down, you don't even need to press the acceleration while going on hill. If you put it in walk mode, is what I'm trying to say. You don't need to press the acceleration. It does it automatic for you, and it will get you up to 22 miles an hour is what I've seen here. You know, which is pretty cool. Another cool way to go a little bit faster downhill is that you squeeze the brake so much so that the computer system it has a chip inside there, a little sensor that senses the magnet, this metal, and if you pull it just enough, it tricks the computer to sense that the motor doesn't have a function. It won't go, so it will let loose of all the electricity that's in there, and it'll sprint freely, right? And with this little bit of brake, if you adjust this just right, this won't even function. It won't function, so that's perfect. So you can coast fast, right? But am I telling you to do those? No, those are all safety functions that they put in, but I hacked them, right? For instance, look at this screw. I never really screwed this all the way in, and the brakes are still good. At this point in time, I don't even need this front brake because it's so good. So I unscrewed it quite a bit. You know, you push up on it and unscrew it, just like a bottle cap. And when you unscrew it, now you're using the back brakes. The coolest thing about this scooter, without the front brake, from what I've seen, is that this thing stops in about, I want to say 12 feet without the front brakes. And if you put on the front brakes, if you adjust it, it can stop within 8.25 feet. And I'll show you what that looks like. I mean, I'm going to show you. I got pretty big feet, 10 and more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. Let's go back to 8. All right. Let's even give it that. That's it really isn't that far. I mean, you can stop from 21 miles an hour just in this small. I mean, I can jump. Watch. I can literally jump and get close to the scooter without even trying. to jump. That's how safe this scooter is. It's the safest scooter. I never had a scooter that did 20 miles an hour or 22, and then you can stop within a car length, like literally within under, because a car is usually around 13 feet, 12 feet, you know, for a regular size sedan. And I gotta say, man, I've dropped this thing, I've thrown it. As you can see here, look at this. I've grazed up this part over here on the kickstand. It's still good. Nothing's wrong with it. It didn't bend. It just kept going. No bolts loosened, right? Look at it. Scratches, scrapes, no problem. But it's solid, man. I wet this thing. I threw it in the water, in the salt water, no problem. I didn't do a video on that because, you know, I'm trying to break it, but it just doesn't want to break. I'm not kidding with you. But I just gotta say, this is the first scooter that I don't have to baby up. You know, you can take it around, man. You can go anywhere. You can jump 3-foot pipes just like a bicycle. These shocks are just they take right around 300 miles. They break in, but they're still stiff. Right? I'm gonna step on it, show you that. I wish I had my tripod, but you know, I keep this beep on so you know it's really good to have the beep on, so you don't have to look down to know if you're trying to signal to go left or right. Check it out. I mean, hey, I'm gonna open this up for the first time for you guys. Look at it. The ball isn't worn toward, just like all the other scooters. There's no marks on the ball, right? Although it holds from the bottom. Look at where the jam is here. It's like, it's perfect still. It has the perfect amount of paint on it, right? It's perfect. You know, every part about this, including the plastic inner lock, it's just ridiculous. This plastic lock, good luck. If you guys could try to figure out how to break this, good luck. I mean, you know, you see what happened here? I just tightened this up a little bit. Because one day I had to adjust. If you ever have to adjust the front fork in case you're twisted a little bit, you just come in here and loosen that bolt up. You could loosen these up, but you know, you know, it's just 1 and 2 right here. 1, 2, Allen key. And then you can tighten this up, but you loosen them both up. Then what you do is you just, you know, you figure out how to straighten it out. I'm sure it's not rocket science. It's just it's straightforward. Shockmaster, they don't squeak. They don't squeak after 300 and something. It's more like, to be honest with you, I put this thing through hell, so I would call it more like 700 miles. I rode through Brooklyn, Glass. Oh, I can't pop these tires. I can't figure out how to pop them yet. I can't. I've tried, unless I take a hammer and nail and puncture it in, but then it will still be going, right? Because it has a gel lining at the inside of these tires. And like I said, these are motorcycle tires. They're more like Michelin grade tires, so they don't wear out fast. It looks like I'm riding into the winter, into the snow time with these tires, guys. It looks like I'm not going to replace it like I thought it would be at 500 miles. It's going to go way beyond. Oh, look at that. When you fold down the stem, I didn't know that. When you fold down the stem, it alerts you, hey, you know, hey guys, flashlight. Anyways, I was supposed to be a short video, but all right, enjoy your life. Navee. I could just imagine what the gt3 Pro is like if this thing is this tough. You know, I could just imagine. GT3 though, baseline, you don't really need any more than what this is. This power, the 700 watt power is more like 1,000 watts. And if you get the stronger one, it's guaranteed 1,000 watts. Yeah, man, I don't need any more power than this, and I'm 175. 175, and this thing has no problem going up hills, right? So, all right, guys. Well, that was a video. You know, just 300 and at this point it's going to be 360 update. And yeah, I've never broken a handlebar when this thing falls. The brake bar, when this thing falls, as you can see, it's completely out of the way. So you almost never break your brake on the road, and we know when you break your brake over here, it's not going to move for you because the computer's going to lock everything up for all scooters. But you can't. It's so out of the way, yet it has such a long extension. It's just perfect. Anyways, I hope I could fit all of this on a slide shot for you guys. I'm loving the views. Like and subscribe. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try my best to break this scooter. All right, I'm trying, guys. It's not working. I'm jumping. I'm doing everything. I even jumped and gnarlied at the front wheel so that it's like cocked like this, trying to break it, and it just doesn't. I mean, with my full body, and it just doesn't want to. Even the front fork won't even shift back. It won't even shift back like that. It's perfect. It's how hard is it for other brands, Sakura and Segway? Shame on you, Segway. Shame on you. Shame on Raptor Pros and all the Raptors out there and all this shit that goes 30-something miles, and you never know if it's gonna turn on by the time you get to your destination. It's crazy. Anyways, you guys enjoy my walk mode vibe. All right, peace. Navee. Good shit.